So it seems like the saga between Apple and Epic Games is pretty much never going to end, which honestly is, I think, more of a good thing than a bad thing. So for those of you who don't know, Epic Games is a creator of a lot of different games, including Fortnite. And Fortnite was one of those games that was on the App Store. A lot of people loved it. A lot of people played it. And what ended up happening was, I'm assuming Epic Games hated Apple's, they took a third of the payments, whatever. I think it's not necessarily, I don't think it's the fairest thing in the world, but I think it's understandable. And they basically went through and tried to have like a backdoor of having people create and sign up, accounts without having to go ahead and pay Apple. If they wanted to buy gift cards or whatever, they wouldn't pay Apple the third or whatever, 30% that they owe them. And Apple kicked them off the App Store. And I think, honestly, that was also a pretty hard decision for Apple to do as well, because it is a massive game. So I'm happy they didn't do it to like some small game. I mean, they probably do it to small games all the time. But the fact that they set an example with Fortnite is actually pretty crazy. So since then, and I thought it was going to be a temporary thing, but it's been like a few years and Fortnite is still off the App Store. There's still ways of going about it. But essentially what Tim Sweeney said, who I think is like the CEO of Epic Games according to this 9to5Mac article, and he basically went on to say that Epic is basically going to fight until they basically get a victory, whatever it costs. So this is like their second or third lawsuit they've been through. Epic Games sued Apple, then I think Apple countersued or something like that. Please don't take my advice on this. But essentially what we could be seeing is that Epic Games could end up going to Apple over and over and over again until something happens. Now, why is this important and why is this very good news for iPhones? Because my opinion is that we should have the ability of going through and installing whatever applications we want on our phone. There's every single operating system is like this: Windows, Linux, Android, which is the closest example to this. There are so many phones that run Android, billions probably at this point, and we can install whatever apps we want on that device. So it doesn't make any sense to me why Apple still hasn't given us the ability, when they give us this exact ability on our Macs. On our MacBooks and iMacs, we can go ahead and install whatever applications we want. But on our iPhones, we can't. It's been this way since day one. I don't understand why. Well, it's totally understandable why. So Apple can go ahead and almost create some sort of like monopolized situation, in my opinion, on their devices. So they want us to not install apps by ourselves, because then we would just install apps outside of the App Store and Apple wouldn't get their cut. So we're going to kind of see what's going to happen here. But Apple, probably doesn't like Epic Games continuing to go and sue them over and over again until they win. So we could kind of see what's going to end up happening. But personally, I think this is pretty good news for every iPhone owner. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.